Every gardener wants faster, richer and more productive compost, but few understand that the secret isn't just piling organic matter and waiting. There's a fermentation-based booster that can, supercharge decomposition, unlock nutrients and awaken microbial life in a way most composters ignore entirely. I discovered this method through experimentation, and honestly, the results were astonishing. Compost that usually takes months to mature became dark, crumbly and teeming with life in a fraction of the time. For Hydrohaven viewers, this isn't just theory. It's actionable, practical and capable of transforming any garden into a nutrient powerhouse. The beauty of this fermented booster is that it taps into a natural cycle, using microorganisms to accelerate the breakdown of organic matter. By understanding the right ingredients, timing and application, you can create a compost ecosystem that feeds plants more effectively, improves soil structure, and reduces the risk of nutrient imbalances. Once you see it in action, you'll realize why this method has been underutilized despite its remarkable results. The booster works because fermentation primes microbes to digest organic matter faster. Fermentation isn't just for food or beverages, it's a powerful tool in soil and compost management. By introducing a fermented solution, often a mix of sugar, water and beneficial microbes, you create a pre-activated environment that wakes up dormant bacteria and fungi in the compost pile. These microbes immediately begin breaking down cellulose, lignin and other tough plant materials that normally take months to decompose. In practice, this means adding a few litres of fermented liquid to your compost pile can dramatically increase microbial activity. The microbes feed on sugars in the solution, multiply rapidly, and begin attacking the organic matter with renewed vigour. Over the next few days, heat rises in the pile, decomposition accelerates, and unpleasant odours from partially rotting material diminish as beneficial microbes dominate. This pre-activation process ensures your compost matures more uniformly and efficiently than untreated piles. Gardeners often overlook the right fermentation base, which is really critical for success. Not all fermented boosters are created equal, and that's something folks tend to miss. Many gardeners try the method with random liquids or scraps, only to see, minimal improvement. The key is selecting a base that nourishes microbes while introducing beneficial bacteria and yeast. Traditional choices include sugarcane molasses, fruit peels, or just a small amount of rice water. These provide the energy microbes need to proliferate, without creating an environment dominated by unwanted pathogens. Applying the booster correctly involves basically lightly mixing the fermented solution into the upper layers of the compost pile. Over time, the microbes spread throughout, aided by turning and moisture control. The process is gentle but powerful. It doesn't require heat mats, expensive inoculants, or complex machinery, yet it produces compost that is honestly richer, more balanced, and faster to use in the garden. Moisture and aeration really do amplify the effect of the fermented booster. Even the best fermentation solution won't work in a dry, compacted compost pile. Microbes require moisture and oxygen to thrive, so the soil-like environment must be maintained. Too much water creates anaerobic conditions that slow decomposition and, produce foul odours, while too little water prevents microbes from spreading. Turning the pile occasionally, checking for moisture, and lightly watering when necessary ensures that the fermented booster can reach every corner of the compost. In my experience, adding the solution during a pile turn maximizes coverage and, really jump-starts microbial activity throughout the mass. Within days, heat begins to accumulate in the core of the pile, which is a clear sign that fermentation is underway. The combination of moisture, aeration and microbial priming transforms even stubborn materials, like woody stems or thick leaves, into nutrient-rich compost in record time. Now, let's talk about practical steps to implement the fermented compost booster in any garden. To replicate this technique, start by preparing a small batch of fermented solution. Combine sugar or molasses with water and a source of beneficial microbes. Fruit scraps, rice water, or even a small amount of yogurt works just fine. Let it sit for 24 to 48 hours in a covered container until fermentation begins, which is indicated by slight bubbling or a tangy aroma. All right, next up, just pour the solution evenly over the compost pile, lightly mixing it into the top layers as you go. Make sure you maintain adequate moisture and aeration and, keep an eye on the temperature and smell. In about 1 to 2 weeks, you'll probably notice a faster breakdown, reduced odours and a visibly darker, crumbly texture starting to emerge. Keep turning the pile every few days. This helps distribute those microbes evenly throughout. Over the next month, the pile will reach maturity much faster than untreated compost, and it'll be ready to enrich your garden beds straight away. This booster, honestly, just shows how small interventions can have some pretty outsized effects in soil management. What really makes this fermented booster so powerful is its simplicity and how well it aligns with natural processes. Instead of relying on chemicals or forced heating, it works with the microbes that are already present in your compost. By activating them early and giving them a bit of extra energy, you create a thriving ecosystem that accelerates decomposition, improves nutrient cycling, and benefits your plants directly. For all you Hydrohaven viewers out there, the lesson is pretty clear. Understanding and leveraging microbial life can absolutely revolutionize composting. With this technique, you not only produce richer compost much faster, but you also strengthen the biological health of your garden soil. It's a method that's rooted in science, enhanced by careful observation, and really accessible to gardeners at any level. If you're keen on more unconventional composting techniques, soil-enhancing strategies, and ways to, really maximize your garden's productivity naturally, do make sure to subscribe to Hydrohaven and share this video with fellow gardeners who are ready to elevate their soil game.